I just started and it already says dropped 34 frames. Good. Good start. Good. %39%. Getting up there. It's less than half the game, but then again, that's counting everything. And I'm not doing everything. Fan setup so it turns off if it gets warm. In fact, how about I turn it on now so I don't have to turn it on later? Because it's that time of year, and a fan is comfortable. As long as it's on low. You know, I just realized that the fan I have, I don't think it does that thing where, like, you know how some fans, when you turn them on, for a moment they'll be really high and then they'll go low? You know, even if you start it on the low setting. Oh good, it loaded me back into what I was doing. This is the third train mission. There's apparently only 3. Oh man, it was the exact checkpoint I was at too. Dang. I was doing this mission and then it froze. Because I saw there were only 3 train missions. So it's like, oh, okay. I'll get those out of the way. And I did this. This is the third one, and then it froze while I was doing it. So I'm like, okay, that's enough for now. Wasn't expecting it to continue here, but I guess I should have. Because it is reloading the next checkpoint. Who's over there? Good luck catching up, guy. Stop jamming. What are you shooting at? You're shooting at a wall. Stop wasting ammo. Oh, thank you for the follow, Kevin. Joan5. It's definitely gonna read that as Jones, and it was like, wait. Was there an S? Hello, Kevin Joan. How you doing? I didn't mean to start with this mission, but this is what I was doing before turning the... Well, no, I guess technically I did turn the game off. It froze. But I'm sure you're here for that story. I was only saying it like a minute ago. Ah, come on, just a little bit more and I can shoot her. It doesn't feel like I'm supposed to be able to hit these. Oh, I guess I missed my opportunity for that. Also, if you're wondering what's going on and why we have a machine gun, I don't know either. When you start this mission, it's just like, hey, look, there's a machine gun. Oh, it's jammed. And then these guys show up, and you do that. And you start shooting at them. So that's fun. It's like a shooting gallery. It's like Link's crossbow training.
Looks like the first carriage is full of dynamite. Come on, lads, let's end this.
Oh no, one of my rooks died. Oh no, I got an email. It's too bad my tablet doesn't have the setting where you can, like, schedule a do not disturb. I should start doing that. So I don't get distracted by emails while I'm streaming. It did catch fire. Well, good luck. Good luck, buddy. Oh, he hopped across too. Don't take any damage. When did I take damage? Could've sworn I was doing fine on damage before that point. Oh well. Like I said, I'm not going for 100%, so I don't have to worry about bonus objectives.
A letter. For me?
I still have no idea where that letter is. They will not stop saying that every time I show up to the train. Oh, my chest is empty. Like, there doesn't appear to be a spot to read letters on the train. I have to assume it has to do with the assassination wall, but I could skip right to sequence 8 if I wanted to. Let's not. Because I did promise that there was a thing on the map that I noticed. World War I. I assume that's a helix rift, that it's, you know, not to do with this exact era, that it is jumping me through time, just like Unity had. Come on, get off the train. Actually, is there a faster place a viewpoint I could fast travel to that's near there? There we go. That's close enough. Yeah, I'm gonna go check out what that icon is. Now it was that way, I think. I'm just gonna go for it. The icon didn't show up, but I'm sure I could find it. I thought I could make the jump to that hay too, but Jacob didn't feel like leaping for it. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. You know, I wanted to get Jacob in a new outfit, but the only other one I have needs to be crafted, and it needs a material that I have no idea how to get. Not a bomb.
I am most grateful. You cannot imagine. Thank you so very much.
Am I still heading the right way? Yeah, there we go. It's that way. Yeah, I wanted to get him in a new outfit, and the only other one I have is, it needs a material that I have no idea how to get. So it was like, sea silk or something like that. Pretty sure it had sea in the name. And it sounds like it might be something to do with, like, the Kenway house. Maybe I gotta search around there. Maybe it's in a treasure chest. But I don't remember where on the map that is. Come on, let me grappling hook across. Fine, I'll just swim. Hopefully I don't get hit by a barge. See, this is what I would expect the railways to be like, where there's constantly trains running on them. But like, I've only ever seen our hideout train, and then one time I saw an icon pop up that was like, train robbery. It's like, oh, but I couldn't catch it.
Come closer, Cypher.
Juno?
You search for an artifact. Let me show you the truth.
Okay. I like that she says, we may have met, but also maybe not. Because both in universe and in real life, it makes sense. Because it's like, hey, you might have played Assassin's Creed 3 or 4.
Perhaps we have met before.
Yes, yes. Thank you for repeating the line I'm talking about. It's like,
You search for an artifact.
oh, I want to do that, but I don't want to get distracted. It's like you may have played the previous games, or maybe not. But also in the context of the story, it's like, well, maybe you did receive my messages, and maybe I miscalculated.
Come closer, Cypher.
The darkest hour. Oh no, binary! I can't read binary!
Perhaps we have met before. Perhaps
I'll have to put that in a binary. I could probably just go on the wiki and see what that says. Actually, I don't need to translate it myself. Someone's already done it, I'm sure.
Initiate, are you there? Your readings are going haywire. Force, get out. You have to get out.
Hello. In the past, you hunt for one of my artifacts, but I come to you today to speak of the future. Follow Lydia Fry. She will lead you to me.
Their mother? I mean, everyone's talking about their father, but what about their mother? I wasn't expecting to be playing as a completely different character. That's really cool. Okay, there are lights being highlighted.
Position of the second wave. 1 hour away, at most.
Generator to distract a spy. Or attract a spy.
What? Don't worry, it's just the generator acting up. I'll see to it.
Come on, onto the corner. There we go. Oh no, they're both coming up. Oh well. I did what the bonus objective told me to do, and it ended up not being in my favor, but that's fine.
Stop right there.
That's not very polite.
Even in these trying times, we must never forget the laws of common courtesy. Arms down. We appear to have been following the same trail, Miss Fry.
I got here first.
Indeed, you are to be commended. I fear, however, that we have not wholly rooted out evil in this vicinity.
There's another radio.
Accompany me, if you would be so kind.
Sorry, I was laughing because I wasn't expecting Winston Churchill.
That second device must be found, or new waves of Zeppelins will soon blanket the heavens.
Short on soldiers, are we?
If you could put your considerable talents to good use at Tower Bridge, you would have the thanks of a brave but beleaguered nation.
I would settle for the right to vote.
Also thinking about it, considering the technology, yeah, this is probably their daughter or distant descendant. Question is, who? Would she be more closely related to Jacob or Evie? If we're going with daughter, then whose daughter? Okay, climb up, but don't climb into the window. There. I had a little bit of wrestling with that in one of the side objectives I did. kept going in the window. And it's like, no, 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 not in the window. Oh! Okay, it's fine. I lost a little bit of health. Hey, is there like a story somewhere? Oh, right. Binary. Yeah, considering the technology, this is probably later because there's like radios and stuff, and I'm pretty sure those came after the telephone. Of course, you know, 1900s, that's probably also a pretty big indicator, but I don't remember what year we were in with Jacob and Evie, so... Just spawn over. Police are cool with me, right? Oh, I gotta steal. Okay. I don't think police are cool with me. What tools do I got? Everything. They're still looking at me. I'm not blended. I'll make myself like a smoothie and blend. 6 new database entries. I'm not gonna look at those right now.
Names, dates. Ah, here's a mention of a radio. Where is it?
Up I go. What's this, London Bridge? Good thing it's not falling down, am I right? Maybe not yet. Maybe soon. Well, I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure London Bridge didn't fall in World War I. How would I know? I'm bad at history. Anything I want to worry about on the way there? Oh yeah, there's that guy. The exact direction I wanted to go in. Look, a chest. What do you think could possibly be in a chest in an isolated scenario? Materials that are possibly going to Jacob and Evie? Maybe? Hopefully? That'd be nice. I'm not exactly hurting for materials, but, you know, it's still at a point where I'm in need of them, so I'll continue to collect them. Okay, he's right in there. Oh, crane is moving and I'm being pushed. I think he was actually at the... Nope, never mind. Coincidence. I thought he was at the controls. Nope, it just does that. I guess I could get this guy. That'd be fine. Oh no, they saw. They are alerted. That's not what I wanted. Let me get this guy out of the picture. Just shove him right in the water. Not quite the same thing, but not at your feet. Have to pick throw body and just hope it doesn't land on the ship. Alright, he moved. That's good. There's another guy. That's not good. Luckily, I have... Oh! These. Throwing knives are my best friend in this game. Come on. I have enough knives for all of you. Don't make me do it. I will do it. think I won't do it? I'm totally gonna do it. I can steal from a dead guy, right? Don't pick up the bodies. Keep the bodies on the floor.
I'm getting closer. The radio's close to the river, but I need more than this.
Alright, I'll go back this way first. Instead of trying to dart directly to where I need to actually. Because I was thinking like, oh, just go back onto the streets. No, maybe this way would be simpler. Not sure why she was still crouching. I was holding the run button. I wonder if the fact that she has like more traditional assassin robes is supposed to indicate to me that she's Evie's daughter or granddaughter or however that may be.
Never seen before. Untie me right now. That's my boat.
Who do they got tied up? Oh, right there. I couldn't see them because they were not highlighted by Eagle Vision. It's a little hard to tell the depth of everything. Who is where. Is that cop yelling at me? I'm not in a restricted zone, so he's not mad, but he's just like, what are you doing? Get down from there. Oh, if I could drop assassinate him. How about I just... And then maybe I could get that guy? You know, to come down. Easy way down. One less guard I have to worry about.
Clever. The radio's in the bridge itself. North Tower. I should drop by and say hello.
North Tower? So... Okay, I see the icon now. Honestly, this is not quite as exciting as I was hoping it would be. I thought it would be a little more like the ones in Unity. But this is still cool too. Like to explore a new character. Have her own adventure. See more of London. Or perhaps the same part of London. Just a more advanced time. I don't know when London Bridge is, or when London Bridge was built. I don't even know where it is. I just know London. That's also me assuming that this is London Bridge. Because I figured that they're doing this Helix Rift to show off more well-known landmarks. You know, stuff you don't have to have been there to know. Like, you know, there's some stuff in Assassin's Creed 2 where it's like, it's cool if you know the history, but if you don't, it's just like, yeah, cool, I guess. It's like Venice. That's the part of Italy I feel like everyone knows. So if you were to play Assassin's Creed 2 and get to Venice, it's like, oh man, it's Venice. But if you go to, like, Monteriggioni, it's like, okay, what is this place? I don't know this place. Are we still in Italy? And even in Venice, there's like landmarks that I'm sure people know, but are not well known enough for me to know. Like that one bridge that is apparently in the process of being built. Or at least I think it's like it's in a ragged state when you first get there, and it, like later in the game It's more improved.
Every day. Business has never been.
You know, it's starting to become the bridge you would know it as in the future. Taking your stuff, even though I might not keep it. I might not keep this money I'm making here. When this rift is over.
It is done, sir.
Let us postpone celebrations. One of the bloody blimps has broken through. Not to worry. I have a contingency plan.
And I hope this rift thing doesn't like deconfirm the idea of an Assassin's Creed set entirely in World War I. I mean, I still think one in World War II as well would also be neat. Could be either World War, it doesn't have to be one. Jump, 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 jump! Catch barge. Okay, good. Reach anti-aircraft gun.
Assures me you have operated one before.
Mr. Churchill is wrong. But I have pointed at things before.
Aim for the plane! Our shells won't make a dent in the sand.
Destroy a second wave of planes, okay. Multiple waves of planes. I thought they were just gonna all come at once. Really doesn't have that much of a range of movement. Oh yeah, this is very much like the parts you play in Unity. Come on. Come on. Gosh.
Get ready to move. Over there! They're coming for us!
I didn't get the multi-kill, but that's fine. Oh, another wave of planes. All right. Come on, get on the gun. Which just reminds me of how much I want to go through, like, the original Call of Duty games. You know, before the point where the series became bad. Where are they? There they are. I definitely want to do, like, the ones that the series was founded on. So definitely, like, the originals. And then I want to see the ones everyone talks about, like, I don't remember the names of them. I think Ghosts is one of them that people really liked. I also want to say Modern Warfare, but I don't know about that one. Maybe that is the one. Come on. Yeah, I would not be interested in doing absolutely every Call of Duty game like I'm doing with this series. But I would be interested in playing all the good ones. Gotcha. Hey, you can't have more planes? That was the final wave. Go away. Oh no, they destroyed the blimp. There's only like 3 of those in the world. Now there's only 2 blimps in the world. And one of them's the Goodyear
Heartwarming
blimp.
sight, Miss Fry.
Your remarkably armed boat deserves a share of recognition.
One of my experimental projects when I was Lord of the Admiralty. I haven't always been a man of shadows.
And I suppose this victory will thrust you back into the limelight.
We may have struck a blow against the enemy, but London is still riddled with German agents. Currently, there's a new group, unlike anything I've seen before. Theirs is a fanatical, almost religious fervor.
And you believe I'm the woman to flush them out?
Indeed. I dare not approach Mr. Asquith without firmer evidence, but I believe they pose an immediate threat. If you concede to this, I give you my word that once I've battled my way back into Parliament, I shall see if something can't be done about your request. As you are aware, a vote can be far more lethal than a bullet or a blade.
Man, I just noticed how snazzy that outfit is. It's like it's got the the coat, which feels assassiny, but then like underneath, it's got like a really regal look to the top. It's a clever combination of design elements there. Hello, Juno.
Once I walked the earth as you do. I was born to the Illuminat caste in the city of Phaon in the year 2195 of the Isu era.
Hey, we finally got a name drop for Isu.
Now I travel the vast corridors of your machines, adrift here within the gray. But I grow stronger. The world is nearly ready for my return. And so I have summoned you to this war-torn simulation to tell you a story. It is our story.
I might just have to save all these rifts for on-screen, because that seems pretty important. Wait, am I free to do whatever now? I mean, it's a separate open world? Yeah, let's talk about Jacob and Evie's story. Lydia's got all the skills, but none of the character-specific ones. Database, whatever. Meant to open the map. Wow. That's cool. It's a new section of map. Or, again, possibly that spot I was at in the Thames, or Thames, however you say it. Wait, no. Because this area was playable then, and it wasn't a castle with a moat. All right. What is that? Of course, Winston Churchill. Should have known. All right, let's do one more. I'll get that viewpoint, and we'll do another Winston Churchill mission. Excuse me. Jeez, throat clear, please. So I can properly say excuse me without coming out as... Oh, not this one. It has to be that one. Oh, okay. That makes sense. It's funny to think that when this game came out, I knew what... there were two things I knew about this game. You have Jacob and Evie, two separate playable characters, and the grappling hook. Well, it turns out the first thing was a lie. There aren't two. There were three. And I had never heard anyone talk about this. Or play this. It almost feels like not to be accusatory of people who made content on this back in the day, but it felt like maybe the people I watched play this ignored the rifts, thinking like, oh, that's side content, I don't need to do that. People want to see the main story, so that's what I'm going to play. And then they just never spoke a word of these rifts.
As you can see, my informants have found some promising leads. Evidence of spy activity has surfaced around the field hospital, St. Catherine's Docks, and the Tower of London. I needn't remind you how crucial it is that we put a stop to these infiltrators.
Okay. And two. All right. Number 3. Yep, sure. 4th one. Ooh. 5. Nice. We going for 6 now? Okay, just 5. I almost wonder if the rift is like it. Oh, there we go. 1868. So yeah, we're in the future. I almost wonder if the rift is still in the same spot in the world, you know, still in London, where it was in 1868. And I didn't travel distance; I only traveled time. And you know, technically, because you know, Earth orbiting around the sun, technically, time travel has to be space travel as well. But you know, that's semantics. I could do a Zeppelin right too. Yeah. Let's go do the stockhouse. I don't know what that is, but let's do it. I suppose, you know, the idea that time travel has to also be space travel is one of those things where thinking, you know, applying the actual science to a thing does make it cooler. Because, like, if you had the power to travel through time, that would also mean you should be able to travel through space. Which should also mean you can teleport. Which automatically makes the superpower of being able to travel through time better. Not that time travel isn't already a powerful ability. Destroys by his equipment, steal documents. You okay there, guy? Having a little stumble? Jumping up on the table for no reason? I'll take this. Not the body! Oh, I did already take it. And where's your equipment? I'm gonna get that objective too. And this chest. Apparently the Rooks don't exist in the 1900s, so there's no gang upgrades. Which makes me wonder then, what am I collecting the materials for? Because I don't think... Yeah, there's no crafting either. Or equipment at all. So maybe that is transferring over to Jacob and Evie. Through the magic of the Animus. Oh, that must be their equipment. Okay. Let me see what I can do about destroying that. Their prototype tank, I guess? Or maybe it is a full-fledged tank. You know, I'm really only familiar with the stereotypical kind of tank with the treads. But this probably counts as a tank too. I don't think tanks always had treads. Explosive crates to destroy the spy's equipment. I like that they're calling a vehicle equipment. Like, the word probably applies in all technicality, but when I think equipment, I think of like something you could put on a utility belt. I don't think vehicle. I think of like boots or like a grappling hook. And I'm not just naming things that are on my person right now. Definitely not. It's a pretty crud tank if it got blown up by that. Completely ruined. Frankly, I did you a favor. So like imagine if you had a bulletproof vest and then someone spilled water on it and it melted. It was like, well, it just saved your life. That bulletproof vest couldn't even stop a glass of water. Oh, look at that. Guy with document number 2 came over to investigate. He sure got out of there fast. I thought he was still below me. Apparently he made his way down the stairs that quickly. Man, he's really moving. Walking at a casual speed. He's really moving. I'll get that later. Use that as a distraction to come over and get guy 3. Okay, now where are equipment pieces to? Probably over that way. What? No? The building doesn't connect like I thought it did. Oh, there's 2. I have to assume the third is also a tank. So then it must be on the ground. But where? Get out of the doorway! Whoop. Get up there. Go. Let's get mad. Is that equipment 3? Is that inside? All right, let me figure out how to get this one. How to best go about. Oh, it's over there. Because the smartest thing would be to just get in here. Get this TNT crate from in here. Chuck that on down. Wherever the best place to do that from would be. Evidently not here. Maybe I'll do it from here anyway. Great. Who knows where that went? Is that it, or is that it? Oh, that must be it. Thanks for catching my fall. Or breaking my fall. Not the body! I mean, he got blood all over the TNT. Oh, come on, you can't throw it high enough. Dang it. Okay, put that down. Okay, guy coming. I gotta get ready to stab him. I think he heard me say that. Come on. You were interested before, and now you've lost interest. You're about to play into my hand, and then you decided not to. That's bad for me. Come on, just a little higher. I have to kill everyone on the way there. Or maybe not. I thought that was a chest. But my point remains, maybe not. Okay, maybe I will. Oh well. Ow! Should just stab the one guy through the head and then get the other guy with the blade that came through his head. I still got my one bullet back. Oh, and wasted it. I feel like I would call that equipment. I feel like that's close enough. I don't know. Somehow, a mounted gun feels like equipment applies. I guess because it's a gun, because it's a weapon. And weapon counts as equipment. Oh, escape area, yep. I said it before it came up. That makes me smart. Let's go this way. Would that be a belt for Jacob? Reaper belt? Whoa, ooh, that, I wasn't expecting that effect. That made me a little sick.
I once loathed the very sight of your kind, in the same way you recoil in the presence of an arachnid. Humans were created by we who came before, the Isu. We crafted you in our image, but deprived you of our true gifts.
Or did you?
You were bred for hard labor, and in extreme cases, war. We built great observatories to monitor you, devices to control you. We blessed you with resilience, but cursed you with ambition. And so you rebelled against us.
Sorry, I'm
I
just
suppose
sitting.
we are to blame for the state of your species. Is it any wonder so many of these simulations revolve around violence?
Yeah, she says they didn't give us their gifts, but we have ego vision. I feel like that's probably one of their gifts. Spy hunt, the magpie. I assume that's just gonna be go there, kill person, just like the Templar hunts, except it's a spy. I wonder how I don't want to say important, because I'm sure they were very important, but like how much of a big deal spies were back then? Did spies play a big part in World War I? It seems like that's the big thing I'm fighting against right now is spies. Spies for which side? I don't know. World War I is less clear to me, like what was going on, because you compare it to World War II, and it's like, yeah, Nazis. Those are the bad guys. Those are guys that you want to not win. But World War I don't know. I assume it was the whole world fighting because it was called the World War. So I assume there were multiple sides. Again, as opposed to World War II, where it's very cut and dry, is like, yeah, it's pretty much just everyone versus those guys. Oh wait, I gotta talk to you first, because that's Winston Churchill.
I believe I'm quite getting the hang of this espionage business. This one should be of particular interest to you. One of the spies currently detained at the tower has been making some rather fanciful claims about a brotherhood of assassins, no less. You may want to silence him before he causes you and your associates undue trouble. Consider it my gift to you.
Hey, can you guys keep it down? I'm talking to Winston Churchill. That NPC dialogue was legitimately distracting. Have the guards kill the spy. I can... I went a little too far in the menu. I can do that. Man, there was one Templar hunt I was doing where it was a brother and sister, and the bonus objective was to get the sister to kill the brother. And I screwed it up because the police came in and they killed the brother. Come okay, over there. Oh, come on. Why can't you grappling hook up that? This is like the thing you would want a grappling hook for. Is a wall exactly like this. It's exactly the kind of thing they were built for. There's a couple of guys there. Why could I do it over here? Ow. Let me get this glitch. I still don't really know what those are good for. Excuse me. Would like to stop being so burpy. Been burpy for like a week now. Still not really sure what's causing that. I want to say like, oh, allergies, the weather. It's one of those two things. How do I get that? I guess zip line from some weird angle. But I don't know what about the season, or, you know, what about weather would cause me to start burping a lot. Stay out of searchlight to avoid being sniped. Got it. Searchlight bad. Who would have thought in a stealth game that a searchlight would be bad? Okay, stealth action, to be fair. Still, it's got the stealth part. Who would have thought? Oh, they're over this way. Apparently. I'm in the restricted zone, but I'm not quite in the spy hunt zone. They're in that window. Whee! And as much as I wouldn't call myself a stealth person, I'm starting to think that maybe stealth action games are one of my favorite genres. It's like I really like these games. I really like Dishonored. It's the only examples I gave off the top of my head, but maybe there's more. I still have that Thief. Like, literally the game just called Thief. And I've played like 10 minutes of it. I want to say it is a reboot by the same people who made Dishonored, so I'm sure I'll greatly enjoy it. But I just gotta get around to it. And the spy's already dead. Spy must have escaped. The blood is fresh, so he is must still be nearby. That wasn't the spy. They're over that way. That's not nearby. 70 meters. Well, okay, I'm rounding up too high. 60 meters away is not what I would call nearby. You know, it's not quite the next zip cone, but zip code, not cone. They're running. They're running. Where are they running to, though? Why are they running? Did me dipping my toe in the spotlight scare them? Or searchlighting, it's not spotlight. Let's see me through the wall. He's running. He's juking. He's dipping and diving and swerving. Just going serpentine. But there's nothing chasing him. This is the point I was getting at. Make that funny. He's going all over the place, and there was nothing chasing him. Huh, a dead body just fell from the sky. Isn't that weird? Still going. I'm just trying to anticipate where he's gonna be so I can do that. Get him. Get him. Get him. Not that guy. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. 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 Whoop. Ziplining a little low, but they don't care. They're distracted. Yeah, not the cleanest I've handled things, but it works.
As our people clashed, we became distracted from an impending doom. A coronal mass ejection from our angry sun. The greatest minds of our time assembled to prevent the coming disaster. Among them, forthright Minerva, proud Jupiter, beloved Aita. We spent years locked away in the Grand Temple, attempting to find salvation. The others could only think of physical solutions. Yet I believed the only way to save us was to transform us. Inspired by the research of the great scientist Consus, I attempted to place Aita's mind into a stronger synthetic body. I failed, and my beloved died in my arms. The others shunned me.
That's not the full story. He didn't die in your arms. Not because of your experiments. Okay, and then there's these. Walpole Lane. Oh man, like the guy from Black Flag that we killed. I took his robes and pretended to be him. Duncan Walpole, that was his name. I think the official lore is that his brother or cousin is a congressman, and that's like the person who actually existed. I mean, he may have actually had a brother/cousin named Duncan, but not an assassin in real life. And I was hoping that it would have been a little bit easier to get from that viewpoint to the one that's directly south of it, but no. It's the whole frickin' London Bridge to go across. I'm gonna keep calling that, even if it's not the right the right landmark. Pretty sure they said this is the Tower London, at least. Is that not on the London Bridge? I was gonna say the Bridge of London. This is not the Bridge of Eldon. This is not Twilight Princess. Come on. I could zip line down. I'm definitely gonna miss the grappling hook, but probably not as much as I think I will, because, like I said, I'm assuming that it didn't come back just because Origins and Odyssey are not built to have big cities. Which, that's the train of thought I was trying to express when I was like, oh, you know, it's gonna be sand. There's gonna be sand. Like, no, what I meant to say, that I couldn't think to say, was that these games, perhaps Syndicate more especially, will have they have big cities, you know, tall buildings. I can't imagine that Origins and Odyssey. What are you doing? What are you doing? Like, I don't think they're gonna have tall buildings. So there's not gonna be a need for a grappling hook. You know, anything I can climb on, I'm sure I'll be able to get up pretty reasonably. Reasonably quickly. And I can't imagine there'll be any gaps I need to cross between buildings. Which is mainly what I am enjoying the grappling hook for. Oh, this isn't the viewpoint, it's over there. I could have sworn there was a second viewpoint on the bridge. Oh, it's up there. I was up there. I was on the wrong one. See, this is the animation she was supposed to be using while running across this, before it glitched, and she just ran along like it was nothing. Like it was normal ground. Yeah, thinking about it, like there's Origins, Odyssey, and Valhalla. And I don't think any one of those are set in any time or place where you would have big buildings. And Red is going to be in, I don't know about feudal Japan, but, you know, old enough Japan that I'm sure it also does not have large buildings. So I think it's safe to say the grappling hook hasn't come back just because it hasn't needed to. Which is a more comforting thought than just, yeah, we just wanted to make one game with the grappling hook, and we didn't want to put it in any other game. Because it is a frustrating feeling when there's a cool gameplay element and developers don't bring it back in the sequels just because they just didn't feel like it. Which I know the obvious example of that is Pokemon, and it's like, well, yeah, but also, how many times have they really done that? Like, I know people really not happy about how many games do not have follower Pokemon where they just follow right behind you, but they brought it back eventually, kind of. Like, I think Sword and Shield's Isle of Armor DLC lets you do that. And Scarlet and Violet basically let you do that, plus also quick battles to level them up, if you're so inclined. And that was one of my favorite parts of that. It's not just the quick battle part, but also that you could have your Pokemon out and following behind you, and you really get a sense of what they're like. You know, how large they are, or how quick they are. Or the opposite, how small they are, how slow they are. Really helped the Pokemon feel more real that way. As opposed to like the what, Gold and Silver, or Heart Gold, Soul Silver, whichever. Maybe both, I don't know. That originally had the follower Pokemon thing. But you know, it's sprite based, so they're, no matter what Pokemon you have, they're just one tile big. Because that's just how sprites worked. A spy hideout. Oh, I better be careful. But other than that, I can't really think of any mechanics that past Pokemon games have had that they haven't brought back that people are like really clamoring to bring back. I guess Megas. Like that's one that hasn't really come back yet. Like you have Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire kind of. So it's at least not limited to one game. Oop. I didn't think this through. Would you pull out a gun on me point blank? Because I think really all the significant mechanics have persisted between Pokemon games. And, like, side modes are really the only things that haven't persisted. Like, You know, people are always like, oh, there's no battle tower. I want the battle tower to come back. Or battle facility, battle something or other. Oh, wait, I also have to plant false information. Why do I do that? I only see steel. Let me go up on the roof and see if that helps. Because, you know, at least from my perspective, the mechanics I think of for Pokemon that didn't come back is like, yeah, you have Z moves and Gigantamax, and it's like, those are fine, but we don't need them at every game. So, it's easier for me to sit here and be like, yep, well, you know, only the important stuff has carried over between Pokemon games. But yeah, there is like battle facility or like the safari or contests. Contests are something I think should always come back. And I feel like battle facility, that's also a valid point. That, you know, you always should have your competitive area for, you know, when you want a really hardcore Pokemon experience. It's not something that I'm personally interested in, but I see the appeal. Man, that is like the best use of voltaic bombs I've ever had. I don't always use voltaic bombs, but when I do, apparently that happens. So I should use them more. I think contests should come back just because it's something else to do with your Pokemon that isn't battling. And I think Pokemon really should have... It should always have different angles of approach for Pokemon, you know what I mean? Like, what I like about X and Y's rivals, I know people aren't very big on them because they're pretty one note, and I really don't have a defense for that. They are, but I like that they at least try to give you like different perspectives on what Pokemon are and what it means to be a Pokemon trainer. Like, you have the guy who just wanted to get cool Pokemon and dance with them. Is this where I plant the false information? Hello, false information desk? Is that it? I think this is it. And then you got the guy who just wants to complete the Pokedex, and... Like, I think that's smart. It shows that not everyone in the Pokemon world just stands on the road waiting for someone to come by to battle. And I think it's good to have different things for different Pokemon to excel at. So that, sure, maybe this Pokemon is bad at battling, but they're really good at getting contest points. So, like, if you're going for 100% completion, if you're that kind of crazy person who would 100% a Pokemon game, because that sounds crazy. To me, at least. Because not only would you have to complete the Pokedex, but then also you would have to beat the hardcore battle stuff. You know, how about I just... Oh, now the steel prompt shows up after I decide, yes, I have to kill her to take the thing. I lost the train of thought I was on. Yeah, completing a Pokemon game. And, what was I saying before that? Before I started the tangent of, oh, well, this sounds really hard. I really can't remember what point I was getting at with that. Shoot. But yeah, I think there should be more ways for Pokemon to be able to contribute value than just being good at battle. That's something I would really like future games to do more of. And that's something I praise Palworld for doing, is that you don't have to use all of your pals for battle. You can have some that are just like, yeah, this guy's just over here powering a furnace. And I like that I think you can ride certain ones, or maybe all of them. Oh, no, wait, I remember. You can ride some of them, and some others basically become weapons, which is pretty funny. But I've always thought that instead of having HMs, and I think this was before even Sun and Moon came out, I've always thought that instead of HMs, they should have you just ride your Pokemon. Just have that just be a thing you can do with them. So, like, instead of teaching your Blastoise surf, you just walk up to the water and press A, and you get on your Blastoise's back, and it takes you across. Because, you know, if you think about it, it's not something you should need to teach them to do. It's something they already naturally do. So why do you have to have a specific move in their moveset for them to be able to do it? It just doesn't make sense. Why would a Wookiee, the one on Force Monador, with a bunch of Ewoks? It just does not make sense. I'm gonna Voltaic Bomb again. Oh wait, they're moving? No, okay. We're good. Good. Double assassinate first. Oh, okay. That was still a good way to open the battle. So yeah, I just think it would be cool to have, like, you know, you're in an early route and it's like, hey, look, it's a Go-Go. I'm gonna catch this Go-Go so I have a Pokemon that I can ride that goes fast. And instead of having a bike, you just have a Go-Go. No, not the body. Ah, great disarm. And then, like, if you wanted to get across water, then you catch a Lapras. Or if you had a water starter, then you're already set. And I think it'd be a really cool way to give Pokemon value other than just like, yeah, he's really good in battle. Because, I mean, I guess it kind of reaches into HM mule territory. We're like, yeah, sure, people have, like, a Bidoof, but not because Bidoof is going to battle, but because Bidoof learns a lot of the HMs that you need. But still, you know, it's different kind of deal. Because, you know, then you have to have a whole slot in your party dedicated to HMs. It's not like, well, I have these Pokemon for battle, and then also they can do these things. Because again, like the idea of you start with a water starter, and starters are always good. Not like the best Pokemon ever, but they'll help you through your adventure for sure. Mine certainly have. So then, like, you know, you have your type coverage there. Like, I don't know, like, I can only think of examples that involve the water starter, because, like, if you get grass or fire, it's like, well, then what do? You know, you need to the game design would kind of force you to have to get a water Pokemon. And that's not quite what I'm thinking. I'm thinking, like, you know, just by the natural result of having good type coverage, that you just naturally have Pokemon that also can do, like, swim and fly and stuff to help you get around. But I think, at the end of the day, I think Scarlet and Violet did it best, where you have just one dedicated Pokemon to everything. Just, except for Fly, but you don't need any Pokemon for Fly. And then you get to basically upgrade that Pokemon throughout your adventure to have more abilities. It's like, that was really good. That was really smart of them. It was a really good design decision. And it's sad that they won't be able to do that without people being like, oh, well, this is just Kouraidon again. This is Kouraidon and Miraidon again. But then if they don't do it, it's like, well, you know, I miss Kouraidon and Miraidon. So It's kind of a lose-lose situation. Where are my allies? I see them on the map. It's a really nice design decision that they have here, that gun is a plus on the reticle, knife is a triangle. And then hallucinogenic dart for a circle. And then obviously lobs for the bombs. You know, gotta get that trajectory in there. Oh, I stood in the window too long. He finally realized where I was. Oh wait, they didn't count as free. Oh wait. Open the door. Get on the floor. These guys are gonna be walking a dinosaur because they're free now. They can do whatever they want.
I'll back you up if need be. You won't be stirring us up.
Anyway, what was I talking about before I completely got on that tangent about Pokemon usefulness? Returning mechanics, right? Are those guys gonna be okay? I'm sure they'll be fine. Like other than that stuff, I don't know that Pokemon has anything that's really upsetting people that it hasn't done again. So you mean to tell me people are mad because there's no, what was it called, the Poketch? I mean, I'm sure there are people who want it to return. But it's like, do you really need a step counter in Pokemon? Thanks for dropping in just to die. Maybe step counter isn't like the best example I could have thought of, but you know, I know there are plenty of useless Poketch apps or stuff that's probably outdated that would be redundant to bring back for one reason or another.
All of our efforts came to nothing. In the year 2306 of the Isu era, the sun unleashed its fury on my once great civilization. I perfected the work of Consus and made it my own. I salvaged Aita's brilliant essence and inserted it into the DNA of your rebellious kind. I sent him into the unknown future to be reborn again and again. I returned to the Grand Temple. I shed my physical form and entered the Gray. But stubborn Minerva and foolish Jupiter discovered me and sealed me inside. Entombed, I waited for the day when your technology might allow my return. That wait is nearly over.
Oh, nearly? You don't consider yourself back yet? You're not in the temple anymore. You're in this animus that I presumably bought from Abstergo. One more thing to do. But it's break time, so I'm gonna do it in a little bit. I had good timing, apparently. Sounded like the music just ended. It was about to loop. Oh, there's a glitch. Get up there. A leap of faith, of course. I was thinking jump to the tree. That was a leap of faith one. Excuse me, jeez. Stop. You know, I forgot to say earlier, but it's funny to me that we're now getting backstory on how Aida's even able to resurrect so often. You know, that he is the sage, basically. Well, I don't know if there are multiple sages or if they're always Aida. But, like, that was a plot thread that started, as far as I'm aware, in Black Flag. That was 3 games ago. Or at least, that was Unity and Rogue ago. There we go. Jump to the what I presume is a power line. A spy hunt area. Leaving a spy hunt area. What do you mean? It's not like there's a viewpoint to reveal another objective. It wasn't even a restricted zone, so what is it talking about? Stop looking for me. Stop. The apothecary twins.
We believe one of the spies is posing as a nurse in the nearby facilities. She has been taking blood samples into odd-looking cubes and delivering them to an unknown accomplice. Perhaps you will be able to spot them during one of these illicit rendezvous. Good luck.
Locate the nurse. Over there, okay. Was that the spy hunt zone I just ran through? Drop the nurse's body in the morgue. Sounds easy enough. I like how the detail about, like, oh, she's collecting blood in these weird looking cubes. To anyone else who has not been paying attention to the overarching lore of the series, it's like, huh, that's weird. Cubes. But to me, it's like, because I remember the cubes, it's like, oh, cubes. Oh, we'd better stop that. We don't want them getting access to the observatory with the blood. Or whatever it was the cubes were used for. Something to do with the observatory, I'm pretty sure. I don't know why I'm looking for more people. Just this guy. And then the nurse. Okay, now we gotta find the morgue. Look at that, target number 2 just walked right into the palm of my hand. I guess I have to pick up the body before it'll tell me, huh? I love throwing knives. Yeah, there we go. It says... It's not gonna be an easy journey, I bet. Well, I can make it easier. Wait, not up the gazebo. Does that count? That counts. So I'm out. That was almost too easy. Now I got a Reaper belt.
We need not be enemies. I intend to build, to transform your age into something greater than you can currently comprehend.
Okay. Yeah, I wonder if that Reaper belt is better than what I currently have, or is like, you know, the kind of gear that you would get from an objective that you could do at any point in the game, so not very good. What else is there to do? And there's a Zeppelin raid I could do. Is that really going to get me the other? Wait. Why is there that there? And also, it says there's a spy hunt to do in this burrow. Or no. Excuse me, this whole area in general. But where is it? Also, it says 1 of 1, but I'm pretty sure I've done one already. What is it not counting? Oh, there we go. They sure did pick a scenic time of day to set this game at. Oh man, Abbott's? Now just gotta find Costello. Oh, hello, cats. Sound of planes overhead sure is threatening. I'm sure they could start shooting at me at any moment. Or shooting at each other. You know, have what they call a dog fight. Which I don't know why they'd call it that. Dogs can't fly. Last known location, above a carpenter's shop.
Miss Fry has uncovered the location of the sinister cult of spies plaguing our streets. You know your orders, lads. Follow her lead, and let us rid London of this menace.
Very impressive. This one's yours!
Is that the one that I was just near? The one that I ran through? Probably was. Oh, what? This doesn't lead? Oh, wait, there we go. It's like it doesn't lead anywhere. Yes, it does. I gotta go up. There's something I keep forgetting about. Like, I keep even forgetting to think about whether or not this game does it better. Was Unity had really floaty parkour? I think they fixed that because I keep forgetting about it. I keep forgetting to think like, does this game fix that? I would say yes, because I don't even think about it. In Unity, it was noticeable. It was like, oh, that doesn't look natural. So I think in at least most cases, this game does better. You know, at least good enough for it to not be something I think about. Go up. Up. There we go. Yeah, that might be the spot I ran through. Mystery solved, I guess. Except are those footprints and like a bookcase with a secret passage? Maybe the mystery is not solved. I was trying to land in the hay. That works too, I guess. There's no enemies here, which is definitely suspicious. Good thing I already have lockpicking.
Not until the blade was in his heart.
They couldn't have made this any more obvious. It's bad enough that it was a big glowing bookshelf, so of course I could interact with it, but also they have footprints leading to it, and when you walk up to it, it's like, oh, there's obviously stuff behind this wall.
They'll find the body sooner or later.
And you'll find your body sooner or later.
This merits further investigation.
Whatever shall I do?
If there was ever a leak,
His friend dies, and that's what he says. This merits further investigation. You're not... Oh God, Jim, no! Just... This merits further investigation.
I will help you. You have no business in this area. There she is! My beloved calls to me. You will not keep me from her.
Oh, hello. Ow. Did I kill him? Did I throw him out the window? No, he's gunning. He's running and gunning. He's gunning it, as in like flooring it, but it's his feet. Now don't tempt me to go up parkour path. I know you're not the quickest or most efficient way to get to this guy. Oh, pardon me, fellas. Excuse me. Come through. Yeah, well, how about no? They didn't fall for that, did they? Why did I snap to him? Where is he? Oh, he's still going. That wasn't the search location. That was my last known position. Okay, I think he was supposed to get away. I win. I think I'm starting to get the hang of setting those up. And then apparently the third guy was not included, so never mind. Bye. Did I say bye? I meant hello. Okay, now, goodbye. Apparently I'm not allowed this part of the map, but it'll keep me hidden.
Excellent work. Ringleader is dead, as are his bizarre disciples.
Is that it then?
Well, there is still a war on.
Then we both have our own affairs to attend to.
Know that you have done a great service to your country. Thank you.
Oh, that was a master spy hunt. Oh, I got a lion cane sword. Thought I already made one of those.
The man Lydia Fry killed was my husband, Aita, reborn. Known in your time as a sage. Thank you for discovering his fate. His pattern will be added to my own. Perhaps you believe, as other assassins before you, that it is your duty to work against me. But consider this. It was an assassin who freed me from my prison. I am no longer she who lies in wait. I am the mother of wisdom. I am the nexus of flesh and machine. I am Juno. And if the greatest assassin of your generation can see things my way, then perhaps you can too.
Okay, two things. One, Desmond didn't free you to free you. He freed you to save humanity from basically being reset. Two, who says all humans want to become machines? You know, it reminds me of Cyberpunk, how like everyone has like the cyberware in them. But it's like, what if you don't wanna? What if the world becomes a place where you have to have a robotic arm to get around and stuff, and to interact with ATMs and, you know, other payment method machine things? But what if you don't want a robotic arm? What if you want to keep all your natural parts? I don't think that's the world we should be striving for, where people have to replace body parts with machines. Should always be a choice. Body autonomy is a cool thing. Also, now that I think about it, yeah, that the guy I killed, that master spy, he did have the mustache, didn't he? I just think it's funny that that's one of his defining characteristics, to recognize him, to recognize Aida coming back, is he's got the mustache. He's got the Black Bart mustache. Yeah, where's the exit rift? Yeah, World War I is completed. We did it. We won. It's on the other side of it. The barges are going away.
All right, yes, that's quite enough. Run off to your master like a good bulldog. Go on.
Who's saying that? There we go. That's good enough. We could just stand here for a bit. Let it take me not to, but at least closer to the rift to get out. oncoming barge. If I had known that was coming, I would have jumped across it. So getting in the water. Okay, is there one coming this time? Yeah, there's one. Too bad there aren't people on these boats that fall off when I jump on their boat. I did talk about how funny that was. Be nice to show it. Oh, I didn't even need the oncoming barge. Yeah, they got those crates that the barges just run over. And I almost wonder how accurate this is. Because I would imagine a river like this would not have so much clutter in the middle of it. Definitely not parked coal barges that are completely unattended and not attached to any steam engine. But part of me thinks that this would be a real thing to help the people who work around here get around. They would have like these pallets that you could just run over, but then when a barge isn't coming through, you could jump across them. And there sure are a bunch of posts. And that's another thing I would think, like, well, that would just get in the way. But I don't know, maybe there could be a bunch of posts there in case you need to stop in the middle of the river for some reason. Alright, time to go back in time. Back to the present.
I'm not reading any more signs of network disturbance. What happened in there?
You know, World War I.
Are you okay? I don't know what happened. I thought I'd lost you.
Yeah, I'm fine. Just went through one of the biggest wars ever. No big deal. Can I spend? I got 6 points I can spend here. You know, I honestly don't really feel the need for Mutilate, because Jacob is already really good in combat. Like, really my problem is I just need to pay attention and counter people properly. And then once I get them on the ropes, they'll die. Like, when I am the aggressor, they die. I almost want to just get these lesser perks just to have them, just to start getting this whole thing cleared up. Although there is also over here, I have been feeling a bit of a need, or at least a desire, for stronger ramming on the carriages. I think I'm gonna need them less as we go on because there's only so many kidnapping missions left. You know what? I'm gonna get it anyway. Because there's still the hijackings I can do for materials. So making those easier, that sounds like a good idea. You know, even when we run out of kidnappings, there's still stuff to steal. Oh, I have World War I notes now. Cool. And a new belt. Reaper belt. Cool. I'm mostly saying cool to the increase in stats. And that's before I upgraded. Yeah, I have it on, right? I don't think that's level 7. So yeah, it gave me a pretty decent piece of gear there. And it's not just like a level 3 belt that you could have got at any point in the game, and it's level 3 because you could have got it right at the beginning. What's its upgrade look like? You know what? Sure. What's cool to note is that I don't even have stealth maxed out. And I feel like I don't even need more stealth. Like, I'll keep increasing it if I can, because the harder to detect I am, the better. But I'm not at a point where I feel like I'm getting caught all the time because my stealth stat is too low. Which definitely spells good things for Origins when we start getting more into RPG elements, or at least I'm assuming more into it. And we'll probably have to run around looking for good loot, you know, good drops for stealth increasing gear. Hopefully I won't need to max out my stealth stat in that game either. Oh my gosh, it's Ezio's outfit. And Edward's outfit? No way. I had no idea I had these. Anyway. So I got this new gun. It's pretty cool. I didn't realize I didn't even have it on yet. Oh, because it's level 8. I couldn't equip it yet. I went and upgraded it, and I didn't even realize I couldn't equip it. Well, I got it on now. Just trying to figure out what quest do I want to do. Let's do one of each. Let's do a Jacob one and then an Eevee one. And the Jacob one is over that way. Wait for me. Actually, wait, don't wait for me because there's a chest here. I want that. Let me look at my materials and stuff. I think I was getting those materials I was collecting in World War I in the future. This is another thing where I feel like I'm pretty good on stuff. I don't really feel a need for more things, but mostly just like my rooks are already pretty good. I don't want them to entirely just win battles for me. I want to participate. So honestly, putting them at level 7, like that's good enough for me. I don't know that I need more enemy type or ally types. The opposite, not enemy types. Enemy types as allies. That's what I was thinking. Increase the amount of money deposited in vault by 25%. That sounds like it would be worth saving up for. That sounds less worth saving up for. I'll just save the money. Oh yeah, and I got new weapons too. And I could equip it too. There's a lot of stun. And it's like almost at the bottom. Not quite, but almost. I'm assuming to get to level 9, I probably have to buy all the skills. Which I'd be okay with. Also, you know, it only took me until this far into the game to realize the weapons are all in columns. So all the kukris are on the left, all the cane swords are in the middle, and all the knuckles are on the right. I only realized that yesterday. So I sure feel kind of silly about that. And it must be crafted. But it's better than the sword I fought World War I for to get. And an additional +2. And then so it would be attack +1, stun +6, lethality -2. Or I can't preview the upgrade. I could craft it though. Nah, let's just use the... Let's not waste materials and just use the one that I got for free. Which I think I did get... I got some cane sword for I think it was a loyalty reward. I think it was this one, because I remember noting the name LeMay. It's like, haha, it's like Melanie LeMay from Assassin's Creed 4. I'm sure everyone remembers Melanie LeMay. Everyone's favorite character from the game about pirates. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep Jacob with Kukris. Apparently I have the Master Kukri, which is already improved stats without upgrading it, so I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna save up my money to be able to make more money, so I stop needing so much money. Can keep getting it more. Oh, another thing I realized yesterday, that's the wrong thing, was that the upgrades down here, this is for damage. This isn't throwing knife capacity, this is throwing knife upgrade. So now I have the largest throwing knife pouch, in case you didn't notice. I guess I didn't give you a chance, because I pretty much went straight for World War I. I still think they should make a full game about being in one of the World Wars. They should do it. I mean, I don't know, if you ask me, Nazis would make pretty good Templars. Like, I could even see them doing one in World War II where... Oh, no, he's getting away. That was the wrong guy. I could see them doing a story where it's like, there are some Templars who are Nazis, but then there are other Templars who are like, hey, those guys who are Nazis, we hate those guys. Those guys aren't Templars. Even though they call themselves Templars, we hate them. Or at least have some mix of, like, either most of them are Nazis and then there's like one guy who doesn't like them, or the opposite, there's the Templars and then there's that one guy who's like, well, you know, those Nazis got a point. And then his friends hate him. Something like that. I think that could work. But it's probably an era of technology they just don't want to set a game in. I mean, why else do you think that they went to ancient Egypt with the next game? It's because they probably went too far in the future in this game. They didn't want to go any further. Plus, also, the past is full of plenty of eras I'm sure they could pull from. So it also makes sense. It's like, I'm sure there are more stories you could have gotten out of the Crusades than just what Altair experienced. And even then, like, that's only the second Crusade. You don't have to stick to the second one. You do the first, or I'm sure there was a third. Probably more. And then there's stuff that could have happened before then, which I guess would be Origins and Odyssey and Valhalla. So yeah, before, which is the direction they went. Well, I guess I don't fully know that, but that's what I'm assuming. I mean, it is called Origins. I'm sure it's... I think it was supposed to be about the founding of the Assassin Brotherhood, which existed in Altair's time, so yeah, before. I think there's probably other places you could have explored even in Ezio's time that they just didn't take Ezio to because they had other ideas. Wait. Hold that thought, newspaper kid. You're welcome. Excuse me. A case of identity? Identity what? You know, part of me wants to say that they only have that screen of the time passing because they really wanted to give Big Ben a purpose.
Are
I say we stop this goodwill towards strangers nonsense and focus on what London really needs. Solid leadership, whose hard work will raise everyone up to success. As go the titans of business, so goes the world. Oi! You weak fool. Get a job!
If it were that simple, you think he'd be sleeping on the street? Freaking
Best
knob.
cards money can buy. Won't do Mr. Dredge any good.
I think the kid was annoyed because I didn't buy the newspaper. Do not kill any policemen. Wait, there's a chest over here. Up there. Okay, hang on. Let me go inside. Wasn't I just on top of this building before starting this mission? And then I climbed down without realizing there was a chest there. You know, I'm not gonna lie. I'm still kind of upset that I haven't found another outfit for Jacob that has his cap. It's like I said. Oh, lion cane sword. I like the top hat, but I think the cap suits him better. Oh, we have to kidnap him. Well, that's even better than killing him. I have to get down first, though. Let me go back in the way I came. I was hoping to be able to fit in some time for other side missions before tonight's stream. But yeah, then the game froze, so I didn't. Because the other outfits say that they're mission rewards, and I don't know that they're story missions. They could be could be side missions. So I was hoping to do them. And something I realized earlier is that this game doesn't let you see your weapons on your person, like all the other games did. Which is just only a little bit disappointing. Because it does kind of bother me when you have like the big two-handed weapons in other games, and they're just hanging around as you do, you know, as you're parkouring. It's like that. Realistically, that would get in the way.
Come now. You are barking up the wrong tree, sir.
Something is going on.
But the only thing I'm disappointed about that is that you don't walk with the cane. You don't walk with the cane sword when that's equipped. Because that would be satisfying.
Now, wait a minute.
Doing a cane stroll.
I know that voice.
Oh, escape the area.
Fry. Is that you? I wonder what that's all about.
Answer him, Jacob.
The less you fight, the sooner you'll be released. Eyes.
Jacob, it's me, Sergeant Frederick Appeline.
Freddy.
Sergeant, undercover. There's to be a robbery at the Bank of England, I'm sure of it.
Robbery? It's a fortress.
The boys at the station thought I was joking. Wouldn't be so funny if it was their life savings.
Who's behind it?
That's confidential.
Oh, come on, Freddy. I can help you. Imagine the headlines. Thieves caught in the act. Abeline right, all along.
Well, I suppose I can fill you in a little. Every fiscal quarter, a branch of the bank is robbed. Never the same branch. The thieves are supplied by Cockham merchants.
Thanks for the info, Freddy. It's Sergeant. And I'm keeping my eye on you.
But I didn't get to kidnap the guy who kicked the guy's his dish of coins over. I want to kidnap that guy. Why didn't I kidnap that guy? Why did I kidnap a guy I already knew? Man. Let's do one more Jacob mission, because that felt like a really short one. If I didn't get distracted by the chest, it probably would have been over in like 3 minutes. I really like the kidnap mechanic. I haven't really utilized it that much outside of anywhere that actually explicitly required it. But I have used it at least a couple times to get around in restricted zones, basically between hiding spots. So it's definitely useful. And I like that it's not just like you grab a guy and then that's it. You're basically disguised. Like it has that circle. And that circle gets bigger the faster you move. So there's also that element of trying to balance getting the heck out of there before you're discovered and also making it harder to be discovered in the first place. And that's a mechanic I'll be sad to see not return if the other games don't bring it back. Because like I can accept the grappling hook being a thing that only this game has. But kidnapping, that's a genuinely helpful mechanic. And is interesting gameplay-wise. So it really should stay. Pardon me, Hoptons. Gotta hop up your sign. Steric and Co. Solicitors. Can't you read the sign? No solicitors. Never really knew what those signs meant. I just don't... What's a solicitor? Why don't people like solicitors? I have a vague idea of what it means, because there was an episode of America's Funniest Home Videos where they're doing like Ring camera videos, you know, doorbell camera videos. And one of the videos that they showed was these guys coming up to a house, and one of them sees a sign that says no solicitors, and he's like, wait. Sign says no solicitors. And then they just walk away. So whatever a solicitor is, they were one. And a no solicitor sign apparently works. At least some of the time. Man, how far away is this objective? I should have taken a carriage. There's another Sterix. Man, they just don't do that anymore, where they have the name painted on the side like that. I mean, because you have better options for signs. Wall eject. I'm gonna... Okay, fine. Go that way then. Wall eject here. But it's just one of those things where you look at that and go, yep, that's an old school building. Seeing the words painted on the side or on a chimney. Yeah, this scene feels like they just really wanted to keep showing off Big Ben. Like, you can time skip without showing me the time progressing. You don't have to worry about me being confused.
If only I knew which shipment it was, then I could trace the weapons to their owner.
Capital idea, Freddy.
Here we are, the shipping docks. Now, where are the Cockham crates intended for Mr. Plutus?
Nothing but the highest quality goods. Well, look for yourself.
Ah, man, it's on that ship. It's moving. I gotta catch it quick. Okay. Get on this. If I can catch that one. Well, there we go. There's a guy falling off his boat because I jumped on it. Now you have seen the funny. Wait, what? It's over there now? Then what was over there? Okay. Knocked that guy off his boat for nothing. At least now I'm already at a high vantage, so I can skirt any security that may be in the way. Skirt the security. What? How did that even become a phrase? Skirt is a clothing article. It's not a verb. Which do you think came first, the clothing article or the terms, you know, skirt the guard? I guess it's possible that the clothing article gets its name from... That was the wrong guy. It could get its name from the action. But I don't know why it would.
Tea. Maybe later.
Yeah, it's not quite tea time. Big Ben told me that. I know, because I saw Big Ben. It's not tea time. Tea time is not being displayed on Big Ben. When is tea time, anyway? It's probably something that's not a literal point in time. Just something you set up for yourself that you have to plan. It's not like lunchtime where you say that and people are like, oh yeah, the afternoon. There were a couple of guys probably up to no good. Started making trouble in my neighborhood. But I'm not gonna get in one little fight here. Gonna let's get back on a place to put my feet. Not the wall. That does not count. Like, your feet are touching the wall, but that does not count as a place to put your feet. Jacob. 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 Okay. And now they're both guaranteed dead. No matter who wins, the other will die from poisoning. So I win. The winner is me. I'll put my throwing knives back on. I still have no idea where the timer is on the poison. Oh, look, he found another guy. Oh, he did get killed by not poison.
I've got a wife and 6 kids. Spare me, please. If not for me, for them.
Hello?
Where the devil is it?
Oh, I don't get to know what's in this one.
Don't kill me, please.
It's not biscuits. I want biscuits. Yeah. This can only be in the last place. Because it's the last place I looked. You know, they say that it's only in the last place you look because after that you stop looking. But that's not true. That's such a smart aleck answer. It's not the actual truth. Because the saying is that it's in the last place you look because it's the last place you think to look, not the last place you look because then you stop looking. Sorry, I probably sound more offended by that comment than I actually am. It's like, no, that's what people want to say. Fine, but it's not the truth. Oh, come on. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I win. It's like they're. Well, I was gonna say no more guards left in the area. No, there's two. 2 guards. And I have found the weapons. That's what we were looking for, right? Weapons. Oh, come
Now to
on.
wait for the crates to be retrieved.
Okay. I was gonna say, but when he does other things, when you do the when you rob the barges, that when you mark the crates, you mark them with an assassin symbol, but he did an X that time. He probably doesn't want them to know an assassin marked their thing.
Any mistake will cost you dearly.
Keep your knickers on. We hear you.
Good, because I ain't repeating myself.
It's a shame I can't stop in for a pint.
Tag enemies by looking at them with eagle vision.
Damn this fog.
That's a thing London's known for, right? It's fog. I feel like people would also say rain. Or maybe just England in general is known for rain. But I've also been told, not directly, indirectly, by Jacksepticeye's videos, is that it rains a lot in Ireland as well. Why did they unmark? Get down. Thankfully they stopped at a corner for some reason. It's a restricted zone. I don't know if it's because it's the cargo or because they're supposed to stop here with the cargo. Okay, the zone is definitely not following the cart. Oh, hello.
I bet Greenie's tailing Evie right about now. Good luck.
Why are you thinking about that right now? Target is too far away. No. You would think tailing would be easier with the grappling hook, but it's not really. It still takes time to zip between buildings. Okay, they got out. Am I supposed to get down? Still says to tail the cart. Okay, let me go into sneak mode so I put on my hood.
Templars.
We gained some speed, so I'll go downhill.
Lead me to Mr. Plutus.
Would also help if I could stop grabbing onto the sides of buildings unnecessarily. Ah, blah, blah. Train smoke. Oh, I wasn't trying to go up, I was trying to go to the side. Actually trying to go a little low. Not up! No! We're trying to gain speed by going down. I can't zipline anything there. Okay, they stopped. That's good. I've got all the time in the world to zipline there. Whee! They sure did get some distance on me there. Is it still moving? It was still moving. I thought it stopped. It changed from tail to whatever it said with the green icon. I thought that meant it stopped and I could go up to it. This is why no one likes tailing missions. I'd like to not be there. She saw me.
Templars.
Okay, maybe it would help if I don't zipline everywhere. Only where there was a significant gap.
Ah, yes. Lead me to Mr. Plutus.
Also, an idea is to maybe get on the ground and get in a carriage of my own. They didn't say I couldn't do that. Just that I couldn't be seen. Let me try that.
Let's go. Walk on, girl. That's a girl. Steady on.
Well, this is certainly easier.
Keep moving.
Not quite as fun, but it's easier.
That's the way. Doing fine, girl.
Don't get too close. I got my finger on the gas trigger a little too much. You see, it's the foot on the gas pedal. It's my finger on the game controller's trigger. So his finger on the gas trigger.
The weapons to rear.
Same routine as before. The twopenny opens a vault, we robs it and leaves the money in his storehouse. Look sharp, the boys are waiting.
To the Bank of England.
Yeah.
I better go stop him.
Plutus is twopenny.
Metal web belt. Not as good as the belt I got from World War I. I think I will do one more Jacob mission to try to finish up this little arc here. And then that'll be it. Sorry, Evie. But where is it? Here you can see I started on the Strand because I ran out of stuff to do here and was like, well, I want to do more. And then I got sidetracked trying to get an outfit. Oh, am I not able to? It's not showing up. I have to do Evie's mission. Okay, I will do Evie's mission then. after I collect my income from the train.
A letter? For me?
Yes. A letter. For you. I don't know where it is, but yes. You got mail. Oh, look, right next to... Oh, there's two. Okay, well, let's... Now let's do that because I'm right near it. Jacob, run! Run, Jacob! Run! Run, Jacob! Jacob, run! Okay. You can't switch characters while standing on a thing, so I'm gonna get on the roof. Get right up to... Actually, I don't even have to switch characters myself. I can run up to the mission, and they'll switch for me. Yes, Big Ben, hello. Ding dong.
I will not build a single bus for you criminals.
Oh, you'll do as we say, Bailey. Or we're gonna have to pay you and your family a visit.
You leave them be.
Hey! After him!
Go on.
I don't suppose I have enough skill points to also get the ramming with Evie, do I? I do. It was, this one? Yeah, there we go. And now she should also be level 8. 8. Yes. 8. 8. 8. Good job, Stanley. So far, and I guess like, so far, I'm almost completely done with the world, so it's not really so far. But, yeah, from what I have played, is what, the gist of what I was getting at. Level doesn't really seem to do a whole lot. Nope. I think I shot the allies' horse. Like, because I've been keeping up with upgrades and stuff, that it really different level areas really haven't seemed that different. And level, in terms of enemies, has really only meant that my poison darts would not, or berserk darts would or would not work on them. Like there's even those the gang upgrades to make enemies weaker, and I don't feel the need for it. I bet my tongue was saying that. Ow. So I feel like that's a good sign for the next games, but again, it's like I can't guarantee that the games won't have an emphasis on grinding loot. Oops. Well, uh-oh. I didn't think this through. I should have jumped on the roof. Okay, there we go.
Take deep breaths. They're gone.
Not for long. They'll hurt my kids. They'll I don't know what my kids are.
Tell me why.
Subtitles didn't even have stuff for that.
The city's been turned upside down since Attaway Transport and the Milner Company went belly up. With no one to fill their shoes, the gangs made their move.
Here now. Well done, Jacob.
As is Bailey,
She being sarcastic?
the
Or?
only omnibus builder in the city, they are demanding that I work for them. I know good men who want to form a united transport company. What is it they say in America? For the people, by the people? That is our intention for the London General Omnibus Company. But those thugs got hold of the deed to Attaway Transport.
Come on.
We need it to begin our company.
Mr. Bailey, I am Miss Fry. Consider me an ally to your cause.
Oh, okay. I gotta get out and get the deed now. Hey, watch it. Watch it. Not even so much as a see you later. Just runs me over with his carriage. But yeah, considering my experience with my experience with the the stuff I've been doing off screen, all the open world stuff, has been going pretty smoothly. Like, I haven't been getting all the bonus objectives, but I feel like I've been doing pretty good. Like, at least half of them go the way I intend for them to go. Mostly thanks to throwing knives. And sometimes thanks to the ability to straight up turn invisible. But I do have some pretty good hope for the next games. Even if that is the point where maybe they start to become a lot more aggressive with their monetization, which I believe is the case. So I wouldn't be surprised if the gear you get just on your own is just terrible, and you have to either grind for hours to get good gear or, you know, actually pay for it. But I'll give them the benefit of the doubt and say that the only stuff they expect you to pay for is cosmetics. And then, in terms of grindiness, it'll only be as grindy as this game, which is to say, if you consider having to save up resources for things you want and weigh the benefits of different things and spend your resources accordingly, you know, have to pick and choose which you get rather than always having all the materials for everything. Like, it's not really that bad. That's the point I'm trying to make. I would not call this game grindy at all. I've been getting the resources from just playing. So I'll give it the benefit of the doubt that, you know, even though this game has monetization methods that certainly are on the greedy side, like, oh look, you could just buy the resources with real life money, and then you have the in-game resources. Yeah, that's kind of stinky, but if the other games have their monetization be just like that, where I really don't feel the need or even really feel the existence of that option, yeah, they'll be just fine. And I had this happen before. Kind of glitched. Eagle dive cape. Oh my gosh, I never seen this cape before. Whoa. Anyway, so what did I just get? Eagle dive cape? Eh. I really want one of these red ones. I think it would go really nice with this white outfit. I'll look like Ezio. And then I should put Jacob in the Ezio outfit so we both look like Ezio. Yeah, I do have this one, but it's not better than the one I currently have on until I upgrade it. And I don't know if I want to spend $75,000 for... Well, that would be for the cape itself. I just realized I don't have it. That is the price to buy it, not upgrade it. So I think for now I'd rather put my money into making more money. Hopefully see a quick return. And that's what I was talking about. That's what I was trying to say about, like, well, you gotta weigh the benefits of the things, and you gotta pick and choose. It's because I can't afford the cape and also improving my money, so I'm gonna do the smart thing and improve my money and buy the cape later. Part of the money I will acquire for the cape will be from the safe, and part of it will be from just playing. Okay, my throat's getting kind of sore. I definitely gotta stop soon. Perhaps I have a lozenge. I don't actually. I don't think we have any more lozenges. Oops, I'm in what I think is someone's backyard. Allow me to take this carriage. Allow me to take your carriage. It's okay. He's not real. Like even in the universe, he's just a part of the Animus simulation. For all I know, maybe Evie never actually hijacked anyone.
I sent Roth's men a message. You and your family are safe.
You are blooming brilliant. The founding members of the London General Omnibus Company. Good, moral men. All of them. We'll have buses rolling before you know it. Thank you, Miss Fry.
My pleasure.
I imagine if I lived in London, I would be more aware of the General Omnibus Company. But I've never been there, so I don't know. Oh my god, Mirage Gauntlet schematic. I think that's one of the best one. No, it's the next one. Iron Death Gauntlet. That one sounds scary. It's craftable. I just don't have the blueprint. I had my eye on one of these, but I forget which one it was. Because I think there's one I can craft. I just would not be able to equip it. No, I gotta find the schematics for all of them. Okay. Oh, hey, look, I actually did get a new outfit. I can improve my firearms by 10%, but why would I give up having more capacity for the things I really like that aren't guns? Yeah, that these are showing up again. Stop that. I'm not even going to make the joke again. I'm not even going to pretend I haven't seen those before. Like the game seems to think I haven't. Because it's glitched. I'm not going to pretend like they meant for that to happen. It's definitely a glitch. Yeah, let me give her the sword, the new sword. I was gonna upgrade it, but then I thought, oh wait, isn't the next money upgrade 15,000? Well, I wanted to get this one first, actually. 25% boost, which should be pretty big right now. Hey, what do you do? Oh, you're just reminding me about the Mirage Gauntlet. We're not on Mirage yet. I haven't even gotten to Odyssey. It's funny because that's the most recent one. That is the joke I have chosen to end on. Thanks for watching. I'll see you with more. But yeah, it's Friday, so Monday. See you Monday. Bye.